9.5 years, my world was so different, so very different to how it is today. And I know that many of you can relate to my little story back then with 2 teenagers and a grumpy husband and never seeing each other because we were so busy being busy, getting up and going to work every day. I've always had a dream.
When I was a mum, looking after my 2 lovely boys and working part-time in the local supermarket. And I joined Forever for a flexible way of earning £300 a month. And that was what really did make me see that this is something that I just could do. My confidence wasn't very high. I'd gone along to a neighbour's product launch and met Chris Goldsborough, who was doing that particular event, and obviously life was never going to be the same.
We're just ordinary people. We've just been around a bit longer, maybe done a little bit more, maybe picked ourselves up a bit more than the average person, maybe done a few more one-to-ones, maybe done a few more phone calls, but we started out like everybody.
It's made a huge difference. And as I said, 10 years ago when I joined Forever, I didn't know how it was going to change, not just my life, but the whole team and the group that Adam and I.
The support we get is quite, I can't even think of the word, you can't even describe it, so we feel very blessed.
By little, we found out what to do and realised if you knew what to do and you practiced it frequently, there was a pretty good chance of you being successful. It wasn't about us being supersonic. It wasn't about our people being supersonic. It was just understanding the power of performing above average on a frequent basis.
We had a big dream and a big desire. And we knew if we learnt the system and applied it that we could make a difference. Our first priority was to take care of our family. That was the first priority. Because when you've got your home covered, then you can really reach out and
a lot of my farming friends look at me now, and some of them that are man enough say, Bill, you've made it.
What made me have a real sense of value, and that was contributing, helping other people to achieve.
It takes strength of character to just believe in what you can see. Anybody can do that, but to believe in what you can't yet see is faith, and that's what we need with our futures in FLP.
What I want to ask you is, what could you do with Forever? Not what can you do, but what could you do with Forever if you really, really wanted to? Because remember, nobody ever puts a cap on how big you can grow your business or how big you can grow your income. Nobody ever says that's enough. Nobody ever says you can't sponsor into another country. Nobody ever says you can't get a bigger profit share check. Nobody ever says there aren't more rallies that you can qualify.
And I want to thank Forever for giving us the lifestyle to be able to tick off probably 80% now the things that are on my life list. But it's open to everyone. Absolutely everyone, if you just follow the system. And I quite often get asked, well, what is it that you actually do? Shall I tell you? Write this down. You telephone people, you do a one-to-one, you invite them to a BP, and you ask them if they'd like to get started.
And that's it. Team. Because this isn't an individual recognition, it is very much a team recognition, and this signifies all of their hard work, their blood, their sweat, their tears towards their successes in 2009. So
if you do nothing else with this business, put the work in, follow the system, stick to basics, and you cannot fail. 31 years
across this
proven.
business, although I was skeptical, I was so excited because I could see it and I could feel it, and I knew that it was just right for me. And I made a commitment
to myself that in 10 years' time my life would be different. I knew it wouldn't happen overnight, but I knew something had to change, and that thing that had to change was me, and the thing that I would change by changing me was my business.
Because my daughter can go to school. Thank you, we can pay our mortgage. Thank you, we can have a holiday. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's the reward on top of the money.
You may know Forever owns aloe plantations, but did you know it also owns its manufacturing plants and storage facilities? This means Forever is able to control quality at every step. First, their aloe plants are nurtured with great care. The leaves are processed and packed for shipping within hours of harvest. Then they're sent to their leading-edge laboratories at Aloe Vera of America to be made into products. Internationally respected scientists from all over the world work at these laboratories, experts in their fields, dedicated to bringing customers innovative, quality products. Aloe Vera of America has also invested in the very latest equipment to ensure products are produced to the highest possible standards. The quality control team, made up of 11 chemists and microbiologists, test every ingredient of every batch. All raw materials are thoroughly tested to make sure that there are no traces of bacteria, fungi or heavy metals. These raw materials are tested again before they go through the manufacturing process. And then there's another test after the product is made. Tests ensure that the right specifications are met for pH, viscosity and taste. Forever has exclusive stabilization patents for aloe vera and was the first company to develop this process commercially. Since the original patent, they've obtained 6 more aloe stabilization patents. They're proud to have the Aloe Science Council's seal of approval, and they're so confident in the quality of their products that they offer a 60-day money-back satisfaction guarantee.